Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for.
It's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Time to put some points on the scoreboard.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the first down. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year 2, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
Oh, yeah. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll motion over Pierce. They'll show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They go right back to Taylor. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. His throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. Now Richardson. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. Second down and 3. Throwing is Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready now for their second drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll manage only a couple. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Second down and 8. To throw is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get forward for about a yard. He's tackled there by Quiddy Pay. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Man in motion is Brown. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. Here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. And And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get it.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Richardson. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He'll try to run for it. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On now for the Colts field goal try. This one from 43 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 2nd down, Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That's hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A huge play just before the half. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. To gain of 43 yards. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Oh, and he's gonna go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's gonna bring an end to this first half.
At the score, Eagles 17, Colts 10.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush. Another loss of yards.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
First and 10 now from the 36. Richardson to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Indianapolis.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll push forward for about a yard. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Richardson. Catch made. That's Pittman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Vic, their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Throwing, Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll work forward for a couple. Latu there to bring him down. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Colts have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And he will get into the end zone. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indy. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
The extra point by Gay is good. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Second down throw for Richardson. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense, just turned out to be a better throw.
Richardson. He's going to run, and he's got another one. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Colts offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. With Taylor. He finds some room across the 25. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They go right back to Taylor. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. On third down, here's a run by Taylor. So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. They send Britton Covey back deep. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On second down, Hurts. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, it's Hurts. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.